Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Emilia Siti Hamidatul Fauziah. I'm from the first class A. I would like to tell a story, narrative text, and the title is Bloody October. One night in late October, there was a girl in a dark and an old room. She was reading a thriller genre book that she recently got from the library. When reading a book, she was very serious that she didn't realize her mom's calling and knocking on the door outside her room. Yes, that's Z. Eileen Barsha, who was always serious when reading books and forgetting about her surroundings. Knock, knock, knock. Z, called her mom. She still didn't notice her mom's call. Z, open the door, Lily shouted across the door. Z. It wasn't long before she realized that Lily was calling her. Yes, Mom, come in, they said in an innocent and relaxed tone. How can Mommy come in? The door is locked, Lily grumbled. Oh, yes, Mom, you forget. I'm sorry. Very hastily, she went to open the door. What's wrong, Mom? Let's have dinner. Everyone is waiting for you downstairs. Yes, Mom, I will go downstairs. You go ahead. I'll be there soon. Okay, hurry up. After she had dinner with her family, she returned to her room and intended to continue reading the book. After a while reading the book, she heard a voice calling her name. See, this voice sounded so faint and so far. Z, their voice slowly sounded so clear and loud. Z was getting scared. The sound of the clock indicating midnight rang. After that, the voice calling Z in returned. Z! After hearing the sound of the call for a third time, she was taken aback and didn't think any longer. She pulled the blanket to cover her head. She prayed in the blanket. After a long time she was in the blanket, she didn't hear any sound, and feeling calmed down, she opened the blanket a little bit that covered her whole body. Her eyes spread throughout the room and stopped at the window of her room, which was red in blood. I will kill you and your family. She still couldn't believe what she had read in her bedroom's window. She swallowed her saliva and seen a scream came from downstairs. Z hastily ran out of the room and saw all her family members had been killed by a man wearing a black robe. The man looked at Z and shot Z right in the forehead. She was very scared. Z felt the blood flowing from her forehead to her face with trembling hands. She held her forehead, and sure enough the blood was flowing slowly all over her body. She screamed and she ran to her room to hide under her blanket again and closed her eyes because she was so scared to see the man's face. With sweat on her forehead and with her eyes still closed, the girl looked restless in the blanket. Her breath hitched and she gripped at the blanket. Soon the girl opened her eyes, still gasping for air. She wiped her face with shaking hands, and soon her eyes spread throughout the room. She ran out of the room, and there was not any blood there. She ran back into the room to look in the mirror to see herself and saw that her head was fine. She was very confused at that time. She looked at the clock, and it was 11 p.m. She realized that this was just a dream. She was very realized after realizing that. All the panic she was going through made her feel thirsty. Then she walked towards the kitchen to have drinking. While she was drinking, she was shocked by the sound of the midnight clock ringing. Not long after that, she heard something breaking from the direction of her sister's room. Immediately, she hid in the kitchen because of fear. Soon, she heard a scream from her sister's room. Immediately, she ran to her sister's room to see what happened, and she saw her sister had been killed by a man wearing a black robe like in her dream. She immediately ran, also very scared at that time, and she hoped this is just a dream like it was one when she woke up. Thank you.